Hi, my name is Ashley Graham, and I am so very excited to get to share with you a little bit about digital citizenship today and why it's important for you as a teacher. So, in this slideshow, I'm going to kind of start off with a basic overview of what digital citizenship is, some big ideas, why it's important, some implications, and of course the conclusion and credits at the end. So, what is digital citizenship? So, it's exactly what it says. You just kind of have to break it down to get a better understanding of it. So, if you look at just citizenship, it's the quality of an individual's response to membership in a community. However, when you add that digital layer on top of it, it just simply means the quality of an individual's response to a membership in a digital community. So it's just that digital layer we have to take into consideration. So there's a lot of big ideas around digital citizenship, but I try to narrow it down to just four big ideas for you today. And the first one being that just like any normal citizen taking off the digital layer, you do have certain duties as a citizen to perform, and most of those are contributing good to your society. So when we add that digital layer on top of it, it's basically meaning the same thing. As a digital citizen, you have to be able to use your digital presence for good, contribute to that digital community in a good way. And we can do this by teaching our students to use the technology and digital channels for civic engagement, to solve problems, and be a force for both. A force for good in both the physical and the virtual communities that they're a part of. So, they need to be able to use technology to make their voice heard, to kind of be able to make a difference in these communities. So they can't just, it's not like a one-way street. They're not just going to be able to get on and just scroll and consume other people's media. They're going to have to contribute some of their own to be able to make that difference. However, they need to be able to do this in a respectful way because, of course, we as adults know that not everyone is going to agree with us. Not everyone is going to like what we're saying, but it's up to us to teach our students that they are making a digital footprint. What they're saying online is going to make a difference no matter how young they are, no matter what they think. It is going to make that digital footprint. So we have to be able to teach them how to go about doing it respectfully in a respectful manner. And then probably one of the biggest ideas that I wanted to bring up was how to teach your students to determine the validity of online sources. So it's harder and harder every single day to determine what's credible, what's not. And what's even harder is there's not really one certain way to know for sure. So as digital citizens, we have to evaluate the accuracy, perspective, validity of digital media and, of course, that social media layer every single day. We have to stay up to date. So why is this so important? So it's so important because we as teachers, basically, we want these things for our students every single day in the classroom if we're not even looking at the digital layer. We want them to be respectful members of society. We want them to speak up, make their voices heard, gain that accurate content knowledge. However, we need to teach them how to transfer this knowledge to the online world so they could be successful there too. So we're their role models, basically. We have to be able to be good digital citizens so we can expect our students to be good digital citizens. They have to know how to be safe online. They have to know how to contribute and how to be respectful to members in that digital community so that they're being aware of that digital footprint. So, what does this all mean? So it has many implications. The first and foremost is we have to accept we're living in a digital age. Whether you're actively using technology in your classroom or not, your students are more than likely using it, whether it be inside or outside of the room. So if we truly want our students to be these respectful people who are safe, we have to model and actively teach about digital citizenship. And I left some examples on the slide. So to summarize, digital citizenship is needed for both you and your students, and it is a wide variety of things that we have to take into consideration. So it's up to us to stay to date and be informed. So here are all my sources, including for the slideshow and for the sources I used throughout the video. And of course, I got it on SLIDESMANIA, so go check them out. And of course, give them credit because that's part of being a digital